Okay, so I think there's some type of cave down here. A true desert oasis.
Today
right
our
here.
adventure brings us to Palm Springs, California, in the Indian Canyon. You're gonna drive up through the desert in the Indian Canyon, and when you enter, it's gonna be $12 a person to enter and do this hike in Marie Canyon.
Now let's start the hike. When you start the hike, you're gonna see that there's a bench right here and there's a map. It's gonna be behind this brown fence right here. So you're gonna be surrounded by all kinds of desert plants around here, such as cactus and even some wildflowers. As you're doing this hike, you're gonna get these nice views of Palm Springs and all the desert towns nearby. And out from a distance, you can't really see in the video, but that right there would be the San Bernardino mountain area where those snow caps are at. So if you go up into the higher elevation, there's gonna be more pine trees and a little bit more moisture. All right, so I'm gonna show you the way I took on my phone. So based off of the map, and if you could see it because of the sunlight, you probably couldn't. We're actually cutting through sort of like the middle section to reach Murray Canyon's waterfalls. But you could also check out Taquit's Falls, which is nearby as well. Okay, so we come across a junction. We can go this way, or we can go this way, but we're gonna go straight down here. And you see where that rock is at and where these palm trees are? We're gonna stay on this trail right here, and that'll take us to the 7 Falls. Our first sign of water. All right, so now we're across the creek, and you're just gonna be opened up to these beautiful palm trees right here and these nice rock formations you got ahead of you. So right here is where I have to get back on the map and take a look real fast. All right, so this right here, turn off, we're not gonna go here. We're gonna go straight up here, and you're gonna see that rock formation right there ahead. They have little side trails so you can get off and you could go to where the water is at. So we'll go check that out real fast. A true desert oasis right here. Okay, so now we're back on the trail and we're gonna head to the 7 Falls. The great thing about this hike is you got these nice just rock formations, and you're gonna see this wall on the way there. So that right there is pretty neat. It's like a natural wall formation. So we're on our way up through the hike, and they have this nice pool where you can just stop and take a nice dip. So already we see amazing things on this hike. So right now is actually the very good time to do this hike. The temperature is just right, and as you can see, we're almost there. And there is a temporary amount of shade on this hike, but water is pretty low, so you can just step over these rocks right here to cross. But look at just the scenery you get right here. Amazing. Okay, so when you're next to the creek, you've got these just amazing carvings that go right through the rocks along this creek. All right, we're gonna cross over the creek again. Once again, shallow water. Pretty easy hike so far. Definitely recommend. Now this is nice right here. So you're gonna get just this surrounding mountain range along the canyon of this desert oasis. All right, so now we're gonna cross this creek again, but just look at the color of the water right now. Amazing. All right, so you could just see all these slices of rocks up here, and just look at the formations of all of it. And over there too is just amazing as well. So this is the true beauty of the desert in Southern California. But you can also come down this trail on the side, and it'll take you to this nice little waterfall on the side of the trail. All right, so as you can see, we're starting to get some elevation gain on this hike, and we're probably about maybe 0.7 miles from the waterfall or the end of the trail. So now we're going to continue on. Not even at the end of the trail, and you get this nice, just aqua green pool coming up through the canyon. Okay, so I think there's some type of cave down here. So I'm gonna head down here and see if we could check that out real fast. Okay, so we have made it to the cave with the waterfall, which is over there. You just cross over these rocks, and it'll take you underneath the cave. You got a nice little waterfall right there too, coming down between these two rocks. And you got this pretty deep pool, which looks to be about 3 feet in depth. And this is the inside, where you can see the waterfall coming down through the cave. This is absolutely amazing right here. So now that we've seen that cave waterfall, we're gonna head up here to see what else there is. Because it looks like the trail goes up now. So this is the most elevation gain I've seen so far on the hike. If I'm not mistaken, it's only about 500 and something feet of elevation gain. So it looks like we got one more water crossing to do before we get to the end of the trail. According to this sign, this is the end of the trail, so the waterfall must be up here somewhere. Voila, here it is. You got this nice pool, you got the waterfall right here. But this is the end of the hike. Don't go past this area right here where the sign's at. You don't want to go past where it says, warning, keep out, authorized personnel.
I hope you enjoyed this hike. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more adventures.